Hey there, my name is Genevieve and you're welcome to my small but yet not so small space. I'm so glad that I'm finally doing this, and I'm so glad to have you all here with me. Thank you for walking right into me. So you're welcome to my YouTube channel. The name of my channel is Staying with Eve. Right, I got the name Eve from my name Genevieve, and recently, just very recently, I found out the actual meaning of the name Eve. And yes, the name Eve has very weird connotations to it, given the fact the whole apple story and all of that, even though yes, it was not an apple. But then, given that entire story, once you say Eve, the first thing that comes to mind is how Eve deceived Adam and everything. But then I found out that Eve actually means life, it means living, and she was given that name because she was the mother of all living things. And so when I found that out, I was like, wow, finally I have a nickname that has a very beautiful meaning to it. So I guess I'm also prepared for when people will come around and be like, oh, so you're the one that deceived Adam and all that stuff. Yes, I'm the one that deceived Adam. I don't mind. I can't believe that I'm finally doing this. I've held off starting out this YouTube channel for a very long time. I think the very first time that the idea of having a YouTube channel came to my mind was in 2020 during the lockdown. You know, during the lockdown moment, we were all just tired, exhausted of staying at home, so ideas kept popping in. So that was the first time it crossed my mind to actually start a YouTube channel. But the challenge at that time for me was that I felt that I didn't have a good camera. First off, I didn't have a good light source, I didn't have the microphone. I just felt I didn't have anything to start out with, even though I had a phone then. But I think all those things are just excuses, if I'm being honest right now. Now, we're looking at 4 years gone down the line and I'm finally doing this. A lot of time has passed, yes, but I do not regret the lost years. Why do I say this? Because if I was to start out then, it would have probably been lifestyle. I would have been maybe vlogging or something like that. I think right now is the best time for me because I think I have a clearer vision on what I want for myself. I think I have a clearer vision on what I would want to put out there. And I feel if I had started then, probably by now I would have stopped. So for now, the channel Staying with Eve is just going to be something I would enjoy doing because personality wise, I'm someone that enjoys talking. I love having wholesome conversations with people, and that was basically the inspiration behind starting this channel right now. So I do not regret the lost years. I feel it was for a purpose, and I think that there was no better time to start out with this YouTube channel other than now. So having finally established the small history about Staying with Eve, now what's this channel going to be all about? We're going to do a lot of talking. Trust me, we're going to do a lot of talking. We're going to do a lot of rubbing minds together. We're going to do a lot of addressing societal issues and societal wrongs that have become norms. We're going to do a lot of faith talk. Yes, I'm going in my walk with God, and I think someone said something, because I used to hold back because I felt that I didn't know so much to be able to give out. But someone said something and it stayed with me. He said, if you're able to get someone to believe to the point where you actually are, then that's a lot of work that has been done. So there's going to be faith talks. I'm usually more on the positive side, so you're going to have a lot of motivational talks and all. It helps me a lot, so I tend to also give that right back because that's my kind of personality. That's just basically what this channel is going to be about. We're going to do a lot of character building, behavior, but I'll only give my own perspective and trust that it's good enough for you out there. What's my personality like? So I'm always very smiley. I'm always laughing. Oh my god, I'm someone that enjoys laughing. You would find me around people that love to laugh. So I have a personality that is bubbly, and because I'm a very excited person on a regular basis, it becomes so quick and swift to find out that something is wrong with me when I'm not smiling and laughing. So that's what my personality is like. But currently, I found the words to describe my personality. I think I'm an ambivert, right? I don't like being out there, but at the same time, I know how to be out there. So when I'm out, I know how to converse and how to interact with people. But when I'm back, I also like my personal space a whole lot. I'm the smiley ambivert. What is fun to me? Okay, I like to describe myself as boring, but not boring. Boring because what is fun to me appears to be boring to a large number of people, right? But that's me, that's what's interesting to me. So most of my fun moments are not had outside. Most of my fun moments are had in this beautiful, quiet space of mine. Fun to me is staying indoors with my battery full and watching as much podcasts as possible and trying to figure out which side to take on. I love watching podcasts. I love watching people talk, conversations and all of that. I love listening. I love watching. Reading is not fun to me. I just read because, I forgot to mention, I'm actually a medical student of Abia State University. Yeah, I'm a medical student. So reading is something I have to do. If not, I'm gonna fail. So that's why you find me reading. And the profession is one that requires you to always be up to your game, because just before you know it, you're going to find out a new thing that you've never really known. So you have to be up to date. So that's why I read, because I want to be good at what I do and because I want to really pass my exams and get out of this school. I'm tired of being within the four walls of school. Dancing, I love dancing. You'd always catch me dancing when I'm not in a good mood. When I'm very excited, I just play songs and I dance to them. So that's fun to me. Dancing, singing, I love singing too, but I'm not like a well-trained singer. I just sing because I like songs. I enjoy writing. I like when I write and I put out a piece and people are like, you're so good at what you do. Yeah, I love writing. And I love meeting new people too. That's fun to me, meeting new people, getting to interact with them. I'm a medical student. I'm a medical student who has been in school for 6 years currently. I've been 7 years for a course that was supposed to be 6 years, but I've been in school for 6 years and I'm not done yet. Kudos to Nigeria. It's been interesting, honestly. It's been really interesting. It's been an interesting journey. And thinking that I prayed about being in a medical school 6 years back and finally having it, I think that's one of my greatest testimonies. So I enjoy the downsides and the upsides of being a medical student. I am also a writer. So I've been writing since my primary school days, primary 4. I think back then in primary 4, it was more like a best story kind of session for all of us because everybody was writing stories and all of that. So that was when I actually started writing. And when I started out writing, I used to do more of stories and all. So it was writing for me until 2020 when I stopped doing the whole story stuff. I mean, I continued with the story stuff, but I decided to enter into contemporary writing where I'll create ideas in my head and really pen it down, and then people get to see it and they're like, wow, how did you think of this and all of that? Because I'm very much opinionated, so I tend to also have that touch in my write-ups and then to bust your mind. So currently, I still do my contemporary writing, but I identify, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I identify as a medical writer. Who should subscribe to my channel? Well, if you are someone who is interested in motivational talks, if you're someone who also loves rubbing minds, if you're someone who loves conversations, if you're someone who just likes getting other people's perspectives around things, relationship, friendships, around family, around societal wrongs that have become norms, then I think you should subscribe to my channel. Just anything wholesome that you can ever think of. That's my personality and that's what I'd want to put out there for the world to see. So if you love you, some good stuff like that, then you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. So what's my dream for my channel? I just pray that I'm consistent enough to always show up in this space as much as possible. So the bigger picture, the bigger dream I have in mind is probably to get this to a podcast stage, just a wholesome content podcast, where I'd eventually get to invite people that have sense, or eventually get to invite people that have so much sense to speak, people that have so much experience to just talk to us. Yeah, that's the bigger plan, and I hope by God's grace I'll be able to execute it completely. There are plans for monetization and all of that, but I mean, I'm just coming. I'm just coming, so I'll leave those plans for later and just watch as things unfold for me. I know a lot of people want to always have things figured out from the onset, but I like to watch things build. Once again, I'm so glad to have you on here. You're welcome to Staying with Eve, and I'm calling on you guys to please like, to please comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for being on here with me. Thank you so much for spending your, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but thank you for spending that much amount of time with me. Bye, and don't forget to always stop by and to turn on your notification buttons so that you get to know when I've finally posted something for you guys. Thank you all for stopping by. Bye, and I'd love to see you on here once again. So I'm the one that deceived Adam. Do you also want to be deceived? I don't know. My name is, oh God, I'm doing this. God, please help me, okay? Let's do this. Pleased to have you here. Oh God, this is God speaking. Let's do this. And that's how I'm finally here shooting this video.